Hoi chummers, welcome on back to Hong Kong. My name is Splattercat and I am happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and play some more Shadowrun Hong Kong. In the previous episode, we had failed to play well with others, and so, oh yeah, by the way, you might be noticing how the turn-based combat thing looks a little funky. This is a beta version of the game, so they've been giving this out to the press for like a month now, and it's just a buggy version that they haven't updated in a while, so the version that comes out on release day will be different than this one, and all of this will be fixed. This is just like a really, really old version that I'm playing on right now. And then, by probably like the 8th or 9th episode, you will see it swap on over to the new version where all that's fixed. So don't worry about it, it's fine, it's more my problem than yours. Either way, welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong, where we will fight with some gangsters. Look down below if you wanted to check the game out after watching the gameplay in today's episode. So can I swap characters? Okay, so we take our turns all at the same time. It looks like I've got armor or something. It looks like they've changed the way that combat works. Cool. We've got little thingies above our heads now. I assume that that's armor, maybe? That's my guess anyways. Although, yeah, I probably should have read the tutorial, but whatever. It's probably fine. So we have like no chance of hitting any of these guys. We need to get into some cover though, because we are standing like our ass is exposed like out there at the moment. I'm going to go for, I think you only get 2 actions in this game. That's how it was in the previous game. You can move and fire, you can fire and fire, or you can like fire and nothing or something like that. I don't exactly remember. We can do an aimed shot from here. What are my chances of hitting with? That's actually a pretty decent chance. Then again, she's standing out in the middle of nowhere. Getting rid of that mage is job 1. We have to get rid of the mages. In Shadowrun, you really, really, really want to prioritize mages because bad things will happen to you if you don't. They are the worst. So let's get into cover and hope that we maintain line of sight. We got a 90% shot right there. I'm going to go for it because killing mages is my business. And sister, business is a boomin'. 9 damage to the mage over there. And so our gun doesn't sound... I wanted our gun to be like... Like, I wanted it to be like a dope-ass sound that, like, makes people fear our terrifying scowl. I don't know. I wanted people to be worried when we come up on the block like... Like, so you gotta make that for the rest of the game now. I'm gonna have to make noises all by myself. He has a sniper rifle. What does he have? He has the Simopal, single shot 10 AR. Okay, so I assume that this is a sniper rifle. It looks like it only has 1 round, too. 1 bullet, single target, 1 bullet. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. It's got a 30 capacity. It'll be fine. Let's shoot this mage in the face. Oh, we missed by 1 damage. This is my life. This is my life. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Tried to shoot a wizard and then wounded her big balls. We've got a power bolt over here. She's not in cover, is she? That looks like it should be cover, but maybe because the generator is porous, she does not count as being in cover. What does she have? She has strip armor, heal wound. Oh, she can heal people? Well, hell. That sounds pretty awesome. She's a security mage. Okay, that's badass. But I'm going to go for the kill because she's going to be able to shoot AoEs at me. It'll make me sad. Kill! Yeah, that's how I like it when they... Ooh, there's blood everywhere. I like how she post-squirted. She hit the ground and then it was like, no! Okay, so it looks like armor negates all damage from 1 attack. Ow! That guy punched me so hard that he broke my armor. What a gangster. Alright, well, he's now stunned. I think that's a bad thing for me. I'm going to really, really hope that I can't hit my own characters here. That guy's trying to flank me, though, which makes me kind of nervous. He's got armor, so I don't know exactly what I should go after with him. A tattooed gunman. That's like his only... That's his only distinguishing quality. He's got tattoos. Everything about him is just completely generic. He is the definition of 5 out of 10 of a human being. Like, if you look up 5 out of 10 in the dictionary, it's just a picture of him. No distinguishable feature. That's probably good for a life of crime, though. Let's burst fire him. He's close. Yeah, that's how oh, we double critted, too. Armor is badass in this game. Oh, no, it didn't. So, his armor didn't actually break right there, weirdly enough. Not what I expected. Our health looks fine. The healing spells in this game work a little bit differently than what you would expect from other games. So if you've played other games before, you probably are used to them having like 7 to 9 to 12, like a certain amount of hit points. In this game, it just heals the last damage that you took. And so it always behooves you in this game to kind of like save your heal until the turn where you take like a 27 damage crit and then cast it real fast and it'll heal it up very, very quickly. It ties into the lore in a couple different ways, but long conversation that I don't feel like having. So just be aware that healing in Shadowrun is actually nerfed quite a bit from the gung-ho healing you get in a lot of other settings. We've got Tattooed Gunman over here. He's pretty close to down. I wonder if armor soaks magic. Let's find out. It does not. He didn't soak anything except for his blood into the concrete. And that means she's got another attack ready. You know what? Hit this dude. Actually, he has no armor. Okay, I was going to strip his armor real fast, but I guess not. Let's give him some more armor just in case. Armor spell. Armor increased. You put a crease in my armor. That's not a very nice thing to do. So am I just going to stay unconscious this entire time? If I luck out, he'll kill this guy for me and I won't have to do anything. So it looks like we're a little bit low on ammo. This looks like partial cover. But if I move over to here, I'm going to go ahead and flank hard off to this side. This game is all about flanking, by the way. It's a little bit lighter than XCOM, but at the same time, you still do have to pay attention to positioning. So it's not quite so light as to be like a casual strategy game. Flanking and whatnot are pretty important in this game, and you can screw yourself pretty hard by using the exact wrong spell at the exact wrong moment. Oh, dude, you just wound up in the wrong neighborhood. Point blank upside the skull. That's how we do it right there. And on this side, we got to figure out a way to advance on his position without getting flanked. Let's go all in. I like to live life on the edge. That run animation, she was like stretching out Matrix style, trying to get distance from every stride. I can't actually sympathize with that, or I guess I can't empathize with that. I'm little and I have tiny legs, and so when I run fast, it just makes me look foolish. I end up looking like a Lalafell in Final Fantasy XIV when I try to run, like super speedy, like faster than normal. Let's go ahead. Actually, don't I have my drone around here somewhere, or did I not start with one? I might have to buy one first. I don't think I started with a drone. Oh yeah, I forgot about Overwatch. Okay. I'm gonna shoot you with a gun real fast. Are you gonna shoot back? Oh, you're not. I get to shoot twice. Right now, you missed him on the second shot. You had one job. All you had to do was shoot him. This triple X looking dude over here trying to act hard. Like, you had one job. Shoot triple X. I think we'll probably go with an aim shot from here. Through cover, too. That's actually a pretty good shot. 86% through cover. I'll take it. And then we'll Hail Mary that one. Ooh, Hail Mary, mother full of grace. It worked. So happy right now. You think those guys were Triad? Not sure. I don't recognize their tattoos. So am I like free to walk around now? Worked out pretty well for us. Do we have to repair our armor or anything like that after we get out of here? I guess we'll sort it out. I don't see any loot or anything else that we can derive from that fight. Did we get karma for it? Or anything like that? Karma, 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 chameleon. Give me some karma. Nope. No karma for kicking ass and taking names. Unfortunate, because I wrote down several names and I had an assumption that maybe that would help me out in the future. Oh, there's a crate over here. Is it a great crate? Where is this great crate's mate? It's Toko, an illegal street drug made from leaked kamikaze formula. It gives body strength and willpower for 5 rounds. Every time the user is attacked, his strength increases. That is fantastic for like a melee character. We'll go ahead and take that. We don't have one yet, but I'm sure they'll give us one later. And this time I want to go out of my way to use an adept if I can. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Nightmare of grammar. Woo stares at the fence, considering loops and whorls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight. I'm saying that it should say that it's busted up well. Just saying, you know, just because we're in the middle of the Hong Kong hood, South Side, riding out by the docks. Is that where the docks in Hong Kong? I've never been to Hong Kong. I want to go someday. Looks edged with monofilament. The corporations here don't screw around. Well, why don't we just cut ourselves an opening? Guess we'll find another way. I want them to explain what monofilament is, so I'm going to say, why don't we just cut ourselves an opening? She shakes her head. Even if you could, it'd snap back on you. You ever seen a high-tension wire whip through a human body? You don't want to. Duncan nods in agreement. We aren't touching it. How about it, Carter? Think you can get the gate open? She winks at him. What do you think? She eyeballs the job. It'll take me a few minutes, though. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses, a look of intense concentration on her face. I thought she was a mage. In Cantonese, Pop-Tart. He sounds like Raymond when he does that. So should I speak Cantonese? I guess we're in somebody else's country. We should speak their language, shouldn't we? The pen of my aunt is sitting on the end table. I like the smart-ass one. That's the one I'm going to do. He shakes his head and continues in Cantonese. You gonna be a dick about this, Pop-Tart? We're in Hong Kong, only Cantonese from now on, just like when we lived at Raymond's house. Those endless drills are about to pay off. Alright, just like at Raymond's. I wish I spoke Cantonese because that would be badass for, I don't know, voicing this whole thing. He nods once satisfied, then turns back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. So you're Lone Star now. I'm gonna say nothing. I like being a brooding hero. I like the old school anime type heroes from like Final Fantasy 7 and 8 where they were just like quiet and brooding all the time. The new heroes that are like 12 years old and all like, is like zipping around and being happy about everything. I hate that. It's one of the main reasons I've fallen off of modern anime. Say nothing. Wu says nothing back. He stands with his back to you, thumbs hooked into his belt. The silence between you gets louder and heavier, then it's broken by a sudden wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter grinning back at you. Got it. Yay! Oh, you didn't just open it, you dematerialized it. I knew you were a mage, but goddamn, good for you. She got the skills to pay the bills. I want to look around and make sure I didn't miss any loot. I mean, we found some drugs laying on the ground in a syringe, so obviously that's a safe acquisition. Where do I get drugs? This syringe in the gutter seems like a good place. A better place than most. Might as well inject it now. It'll make my bod better. I'm like, knowing the things that I know about drugs, it will more than likely not make your bod better. Not long term, anyways. Not long term. You might think it looks better. The light from a nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting as rough voices drift in on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen him yet. We just got here. The voice becomes irritated. Long ways probably waiting for us, so we can haul it out of the boat for him. Lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here and let him find us. Carter keeps her voice low. Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangsters don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us, and it might be better to take them out now while we've got the element of surprise on our side. While unaware hostiles are on screen, press the unholster button to enter turn-based combat mood. How close can I get before they, like, realize I'm here? Oh, we're close now. Gotcha. Got these guys out of cover. Oh, this street soldier over here is about to get whacked. Give him the brakata. Yeah, that's how we do it. You're so flanked and spanked, dude. Flanked and spanked and left in the tank. You are done, my friend. You are done. On this side, I mean, I guess... Oh, there's a street mage back there. Hold on. I mean, if you can attack people who are out of cover in this game, it is brutal because you get, like, crit bonuses and all kinds of stuff. It's really, really, really bad to get attacked out of cover in this game. You want to avoid it as much as possible. Oh, look, he's got medkits. Advanced medkits. They did really, really well in their medkit school. Bap! Right in the side of your head. Flanked. Dealt damage. Done. I like how they gave us perfect cover right here. This dude's hiding behind a bicycle. Last I checked, bicycles don't stop bullets. My bike of protection +5. You will never be able to stop me while I use my backpack or my... That's not a backpack. You will never be able to stop me while I use my bicycle +3. I'll move up to here. We'll give this guy a little bit. Not enough app. No, my app is all gone. Oh, that's because I've still got it highlighted for burst fire. Okay, I don't want to do that anyways. I wanted to aim this shot. I mean, technically, I'd like it if you aimed every shot, but this one works. Zap! Oh, man, with a 92% chance? Gambler's fallacy, you are making me... Fire! There we go. 8 damage got rid of 2 of his armor. It appears as though it only protects you... He still took damage, too. He took the 8 damage. I wonder if you're making an armor check or how that works. I'll have to look that up in between episodes and figure it out. Fire! Ooh, you got him twice, man. He took half damage, though, because he's in cover. Apparently, that was a through and through. It went through that super awesome looking... That thing right there. I like how you can recline in your crotch rocket in the future. That makes me pretty happy. I would totally accept a recliner crotch rocket. I should probably move her up to a more advantageous position because she's going to have trouble hitting from right there. So I'll move her up a little bit. Oh, she still gets to attack? Well, good for her. Zap that guy with my mana balls. My balls of magical energy all over your face. Alright, so I'm going to flank over to here. Increase my chances. Yep, and there it is. A little bit more damage done. He should still count as flanked right now, too. You know what? It reloads you after combat, so just burst fire this dude. Yep, that's what I like to do. It looks like he's got some kind of like BAR or something. I don't know. It's like a light machine gun rifle hybrid or something. I always like BARs. It's a cool weapon. Let's see. We've got a basic med kit. Let's go ahead and give that. I don't know if these guys are going to be around forever. Rule number 1 of Shadowrun is never get attached to anybody in the prologue. If you get attached to anybody in the prologue, they're probably going to die. There's like no way anybody ever makes it out of chapter 0 except for the main character in Shadowrun. You know what? Just give it to me. Give it to me. That kit of healing. Gonna use it. Put it on your face when you're bleeding stuff. Alright, is there anything over here? Nope. Did I pick that up or what? Here, just take it. There we go. Take the med kit. Damn it, Tuesday. Take it. Pop-Tart Tuesday. I like that. That's the happiest stall that I've ever seen. I would gladly buy meat from that stall. It's got a smiley face on it. What's the worst that could happen? Apparently, whoever owns this owns everything, because there's one right there, there's one right there, and there's one right there. So these carts must be, I don't know, they must be owned by the same cart corporation or something. All this kind of stuff exists in Shadowrun. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Move the crate. Cool. And that was easy. Ooh, we gained a karma. That makes me happy, too. I need to buy myself a drone, though. If I don't get a drone soon, I'm kind of wasting my stat points. Got to get that thing. I do wish they still... One of my favorite things when you play a tabletop game is when you get together with everybody beforehand and make characters and, like, draft all your loot and whatnot. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh, we found $52 on the ground. 52 new yen. That's how I pronounce it. Some people, I don't know. I thought I heard somebody say new won one time. I don't know if that's correct. I've heard somebody say new won, but I say new yen because it makes me happy, and that's the way that I've always said it since I was like 9 years old. The first time I played Shadowrun, this big orky, oh, he's a troll, never mind. He's husky. The only thing good about him is the fact that he's a little bit heavy-set. That's a sad thing when the only positive about you is that you're well-stocked on fat. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures toileting. Oh, I thought it said toileting. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Loitering in the plaza ahead. Tall, orc, dwarf, elf, 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, and professional. Anyways, I should probably bring that up since it's a text-heavy game. I'm mildly dyslexic, and so I have worse days than others. And so sometimes I may get to like the middle of a paragraph, and I might get quiet for a second. That's because I'm doing this thing that I learned to do where you like kind of like blink and look at it 3 or 4 times. When you know it's not reading right, I kind of look at it and I like blink a couple times and I just stare at it for a while and it kind of like shifts around and then finally it goes like back where it's supposed to go. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's wrong with me. I've never been diagnosed, but I know that I failed a lot of math classes before I figured it out for myself. So anyways, you can see they made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped, mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with somebody bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits, huh? Yeah, give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. I must have dropped mine in a dumpster along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene and nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then. You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms around, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. All right, everybody, just be cool. The thick troll's voice is casual and amused. He shakes his gun in Wu's face. A little late for that, isn't it? Raise your weapon to it's never too late to be cool, said the penguin. Let's see, you put your hands in your pocket. Listen, guys, my stomach's doing somersaults, so we can tell him that we don't feel good? Sorry, guys, I can't come to the gunfight today. I don't feel good. My mom wrote me a letter. Hold up your hands, palms out. How about nobody does anything stupid? We just want to talk. Let's go for... I'm not a charisma character. I am not the bard, so this may backfire. How about nobody does anything stupid? We just want to talk. The thick troll smiles big. Oh, I can see that. Your buddies are totally chill. Something we can do for you, officer? Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone says, stay cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? The troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Wu's voice gets an edge. You can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too. She keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. The troll maintains amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained on Wu. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. Wait, you were going to meet with Raymond? Mm-hmm. Alright, so you were his tour guides, right? The troll's yellow-brown tusk shifted into a smile again. Kinda, yeah. The old man hired us to take you all on an excursion. Wu's brow furrows. Hired you? He takes a moment and looks them over. They're an odd assortment, a cybered-up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyberdeck slung on her back, and a tall elf standing behind them quietly, inscrutable, all with guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face. His jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. The troll nods. He's a man of few words unless you actually give him specific questions. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. The dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while staring down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. I guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan, and their guns are big. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong beat of sweat, and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level and moderate. She's done this before. Let's just all stay focused. There's no need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning, his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to agree. We can ask what they were hired to do. We can try and bribe them, but I'm broke. I'm not trying to spend my money on that kind of shenanigans right now. I will not fetch the broom just yet. She's right. Let's focus on Raymond. You can tell the orc girl's had enough of the tension as she blurts it out. The old man wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. She waves a hand at the three of you. You too. Two large rats clinging to her hip and shoulder poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. You know the Walled City? You know what I'm figuring? We're supposed to be a cat shaman. Looking at my portrait now, I'm like, I bet we're a cat shaman. I don't know why that didn't click for me last episode, but we're supposed to be a cat. Damn it, I picked a shaman. It doesn't matter. We have a mechanical, technical thingy on our head, and I assume that this is our cat who helps us hack and watch porn. Two large rats, clinging to her hip and shoulder, poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. Alright, the slum, I think I read that already, right? I don't know what the Kowloon is, so I figure I'll ask. What's the Walled City? The girl rolls her eyes. It's a shithole, the worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Trid clips and news stories can't really do it justice. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. So the Redmond Barrens that they're talking about, those are in Seattle. Seattle is the main setting for Shadowrun for anybody that's not accustomed to the setting. And the Redmond Barrens are a really, really shitty area of Seattle, where a lot of storylines take place because they're so gang-ridden and shitty. The other important one is Puyallup. And then there's also the Sheed or something like that. But the Sheed is kind of like wilderness. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. But anyways, the Puyallup and the Redmond Barrens are kind of really, really shitty areas of Seattle. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now, why would a little old man pay you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot, too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The Walled City's the last place I want to go, but the old man rolled up a truckload of Nuyen and, well, you gotta eat, right? Wu risks a glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Alright, well, we can say we believe him. We can say it's an interesting story and we don't want to fight. Or you could say, why would Raymond want to enter the Walled City? And you can kind of make it into a confrontational thing. I think I'll probably just try and de-escalate right now. I really don't feel like being Swiss cheese this early on in the storyline. It's an interesting story, and it seems like a good time to ramp down the threat of violence, don't you think? The troll flashes you a smile that's all tusk and no warmth. Okay, gang, I'll tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapon. We're all going to put our guns down. Oh, shit. Oh, Carter's... I told you, don't get attached to anybody. There's snipers. Take cover. From where? They got Carter, they got that guy, and they got that guy. They all took cover over here, so I'm assuming the shot came from behind. Get behind a wall real quick. Take Duncan and get him behind a wall. But like I told you, never get attached to anybody in the prologue of a Shadowrun game. They all gonna die. The sound of high caliber. If one thing you can rely on, it's at the beginning of any Shadowrun campaign, everyone you love is going to die. It always happens, consistently, every single time. The sound of high caliber rifle shots hangs in the air and the red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. The orc girl screams from cover, "Nightjar! Nightjar, come on, big man, talk to me. Gut shot? No." She turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. "Oh shit, this isn't good." A voice blares out from a loudspeaker. "This is the police. Lay down your weapons and put your hands behind your head. And come out where we can see you." Yeah, that's a terrible plan. They were out where you could see them with their guns down, and they got nailed in the forehead. Nope. "Duncan Wu, Pop-Tart Tuesday. Come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds." Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. "Stand down, damn it! I'm law enforcement. Lone Star. Lone Star." I don't know. I thought I'd do the second one annoyed. I'm like, "Lone Star." You gotta do it like a Fran Drescher. "Lone Star." You gotta do it in like a Fran Drescher voice. He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him. Her voice is flat. "Save your breath. They won't listen. Use your eyes. These bastards aren't here to make arrests." A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her an explosion of plaster. "Stay down. Duncan, are you hurt?" "Everyone pipe down. Just give me a minute." The rat girl stares at the ground intently as if listening. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out of her trance. "All right, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everybody, come with me." So she's a rat shaman, and what she just did right there, it's not going to tell you this, but she just communed with the spirit of rat. And rat is a small clandestine spirit that's good at like sneaking around, is also really, really intelligent. And so she just asked rat spirit to help her out. The spirit of rat is pervasive in any area where there's rats, and so it probably knows its way around a big city fairly well, and so the spirit of rat told her a way out, basically. You can do that in the tabletop game too, and it's pretty awesome whenever your shaman does it. "Everybody, we don't need the rent-a-cops, gobbit. We're the only ones." The little orc whips her head towards her friend. "Their extra firepower is, I got us an exit, but we're going to have to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they could soak up a few extra rounds for us." She turns to you, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. "Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind." All right, I'm going to break it off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Shadowrun Hong Kong. If you wanted to get the game, check it out down below. I will see you all later. My name is Splattercat. It's always a privilege and a pleasure to get to do this with you here every single day. Shadowrun got me stoked. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.